What's up, YouTube? This is Boston Chris. Welcome to my channel, Boston Chris Comics. So, today I have a video, new video, putting up today the books that I went ahead and picked up at the Boston Fan Expo. Probably going to turn this into a 3-part video just because the fact is I got a bunch of stuff. I got a lot of good deals, and you know, just I don't want to sit there and make like a super long video with everything, so I figure I'd break it up a little bit and, you know, just give you everything at once. At the end of this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a playlist of just Boston Fan Expo in general, so that way, you know, if you missed one or if you want to go back and check it out, you have it all there. But without any further ado, let's just get to the books. So these guys I picked up 50 cents, which was, and this was kind of funny because the kid that was selling them, his mom was there, and it seemed like he either bought a collection or he had done something along the lines of that. His collection was just either taking up too much space or, you know, his mom just wasn't having it. Because I remember he said, he was talking to one guy, and they were like, oh, he said, so one guy was like, oh, you know, how long have you been collecting? And he said about 3 years. He's like, you got this many comics in 3 years? He's like, wow. And he's like, yeah. He's like, my mother hates it. That's why we're here. So his mother was pretty much making him sell off his collection at Boston Comic Con, which is pretty crazy. But anyway, so signing off, we got Punisher number 20. So pretty cool Will Portacio cover there. Love this cover here. Like I was, you know, regardless of you know, price or whatever, I was gonna buy this. I figured this is a really, really cool cover. Issue number 21. You have Punisher and, you know, boxing ring, getting ready to, you know, throw down with somebody. Really cool. Next up, we have Punisher issue number 25. So, you know, giant-sized issue. Looks like the girl that's in this kind of looks like She-Hulk. You know, just I guess, you know, because of the whole perspective. You know, you have shorter Frank Castle and whoever this guy is here, and then it's not She-Hulk. It's you know, somebody from the Shadow Masters, but really cool cover. This one was really cool too. So this is issue number 26. I'm sorry for the glare. Hold on for 1 second. Let me get this glare off. There we go. So issue number 26. You know, Operation Whistleblower, and I'm not sure, you know, if this is one where the battle van gets destroyed or not. I know that there's one that Punisher basically like lights up the battle van and ends up like, you know, murdering everybody inside. But it's pretty cool, you know, cover in that one. Next up we have issue number 31. So here he is as a biker, you know, biker bloodbath, and this is really cool stuff in the 90s. Like these covers are awesome, and like really, you know, made you like, you know, really want to read these books. So definitely happy that I picked them up. Next up, Punisher. This is issue 27. So he's taking on the U.S. Navy in this one. I don't understand why or how, but, you know, Punisher had no friends and no, you know, he had really pretty much, if you did any kind of wrong, didn't matter how you were affiliated, who you were affiliated with, he would come after you. So it was pretty cool. So here we have issue number, this is 33. So here he is fighting against the Marauders as they kill the X-Men, and the Punisher is next. So pretty cool. Then we got Wolverine issue number 31. So just a run I'm collecting. I'm trying to get the first 100 issues of Wolverine. Not for anything other than just, you know, just to have the first 100. I have a couple more past that, but for me, 1 through 100 is all I really want to get. Same with Spawn. If I can find Spawn issues 1 through 100 completely, I'll stop it right there. Like I have a few, you know, past that because I collected years ago, but for me, just to stop it at 100 for both titles is where I want to be. So we have issue number 64 right there. Pretty cool cover. This is no one I've ever heard of, actually. I think it's like Pachella, and I don't know. It's like down in the corner. Very hard to read, but you know, cool cover nonetheless. Next we have a really cool cover. Pretty cool book too as well. I haven't read this yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Which is Robin. Oh, so Robin #1. This is #1 of 5 actually. So it's a miniseries. This cover is done by Brian Boland, same guy that did the art for The Killing Joke and a bunch of other really cool stuff. So Brian Boland, is an awesome artist, and he really does it up nice. Let's see. Next, we have Emma Frost. This is issue #3 of 6. I remember this cover a long time ago. Like, this cover used to be in, a bunch of the Wizard magazines and stuff like that. Not quite anything that's, like, super valuable. I mean, obviously, I bought it for 50 cents. But, really nice cover. Really nicely done. Next up, we have War Machine, issue #4. So, really cool cover on this one. I always felt like they tried to go ahead and make him be like more of like the Punisher type in that series. Next we have JLX #1, so it's some Amalgam comics here. Pretty cool stuff. This is following the whole DC versus Marvel crossover that they did in the 90s. So what they did was they mashed up all the characters and made just a little imprint of all the different little different characters that they wanted to go ahead and put together and make teams and kind of just be like, all right, so this would be what it was like if we combined everybody together and just had one company. So there was some pretty fun books that came out of that, and some pretty cool concepts like what was it, Dark Claw, Super Soldier, Speed Demon, which is really cool, Ghost Rider and the Flash, really awesome. But it didn't last, unfortunately, just because it was just kind of a fad just to get everybody interested and get you into the books. But moving on, we have RoboCop issue #4, and it looks like he's gonna fight the Predator on this because in the background it's a Predator-like character, like almost like a gorilla Predator, whatever. But then we have RoboCop issue #2. It doesn't really resemble Ed 209, but pretty cool. Next one, RoboCop. So they're making it seem as though RoboCop's gonna die in this issue. This one I like a lot. I like this cover just because it's pretty cool. Issue #21. You see, RoboCop as he was. So you see, Alex Murphy, his son and his wife together, and then the broken badge, and him as RoboCop. So this, I guess, is him coping with the fact that he's dead and he's lost pretty much everything, his family, everything else. So I definitely will go ahead and read that. I decided to kind of collect that run a little bit just because you can get it for really cheap. I usually pick it up at cons if I see it, but I'm piecing it together. I don't have everything, but I will get it pieced together and then see what I can come up with. Next up, we have a book that kind of caught me by surprise. I've never heard of it before. I read through it, and it's actually really good, so I got to get the other the other two in this series. But Samurai Cat, this is issue #3. So this is a I guess homage or spoof for Star Wars. It's actually pretty fun title in here. So I'm gonna look for issues #1 and 2. Hopefully, we can get them for nice and cheap. Let's see. So, of course, going to a con, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get the runs that I am actively trying to collect. And I did make some pretty good headway into my G.I. Joe run. So I picked up a few books for the G.I. Joe run here. We have one that I've actually been chasing on eBay for a little bit, but it's been too expensive, and I was happy to be able to pick it up here. So issue #13, this is the first cameo of Destro. So really cool book to have. Then we have, and I got this for $1, issue #24. And what's strange about this is, so I say I got this for $1. I picked this up actually on Sunday. There's a few other books that are within the piles that I've gone ahead and gotten that I was able to pick up. Now the price tag on here says $6, but that's not what I paid. I paid $1 because there was a shop down in Philadelphia who was just like, we're just looking at, we don't want to take this stuff home, so everything, you know, in these boxes is $1. So I was, you know, there was decent stuff, you know, and then definitely stuff I was looking for the run, so I picked that up. Next up, have issue number 86. This is actually a really cool issue. So this is when the original G.I. Joe meets up with, you know, the G.I. Joes that we grew up with and everything. Really, really cool. I love the covers. Like, you know, you don't recognize me, you know, I'm just another guy named Joe, you know what I mean? So, pretty cool. And then we have here issue number 105. So, cool one. There's like the new October God. It looks like the new October God standing with Roadblock, and it looks like Wild Bill inside the cockpit of that right there. Got issue number 107. So Storm Shadow is now full-fledged Joe. He's got the different, you know, different actual uniform, giving up the Cobra uniform. Next we have issue number 113. So this is The War Continues, the death of Battle Force 2000. So I'm not sure if anyone dies in this, but pretty cool stuff there. Got issue number 114. So this introduces Metalhead. I remember him from the second round of G.I. Joe books, and it was not G.I. Joe books, but the second like G.I. Joe show that they had done. His story was actually kind of cool because they went ahead and not to say they made it super adult because they didn't, but they did have a bit of an adult theme on that show, and it was just like they wanted to have like an anti-drug you know, little series of I think it was like either 2 or 3 episodes where Falcon had developed a drug problem, and I remember Metalhead also had been into the drugs, and so he was the guy that identified with Falcon, like he was like, you know, Falcon's like dealer or something like that, and it was really kind of a strange thing to see, but it was, you know, they wanted to make it known that, you know, drugs can affect anybody and everything like that. So you know, you could probably YouTube it, you know. I don't remember which episodes exactly it is. I just remember it was a back in the day episode. But moving on, last book I picked up for that run, issue number 125. So right now I'm actually sitting pretty well into this G.I. Joe run. I think I have about 22 or 23 books left to try to pick up. So some of them are tough because it's like the end of the run. Like, so the you know, books from like the late 130, 120s, 130s, and 140s that I need to pick up. But for the most part, I am good. Like issue number 86 got me from 1 through 100 solid, plus a few more. So that's really cool to have, you know, down. And it's just like the final 50. I think, like I said, out of that I only need like 21. So. Well, you know, gonna go ahead and try to see if I can finish that off. If not this year, definitely next year. But also picked up another couple books. So we got Tomb of Dracula number 50. In this one, he takes on the Silver Surfer. I don't know, if, you know, too much about this book. I know that this was, you know, a book that they had said, you know, is a pretty cool appearance for the Silver Surfer because, you know, he's just, you know, I guess cool solo story. So I'll be looking to read that and see what's going on, let everybody know what's happening. This I got for half off, and the reason I picked this book up is because I have this in one of my boxes with the rest of the run of this miniseries, but I read this to absolute death, and you know, the cover's like beaten to death and everything like that. I saw this one. This was practically near mint, and you know, with a black cover, it's really tough to keep it nice. But Daredevil, Deadpool, Circle Chase number 2. This was a pretty cool series. Actually, this was the first issue I picked up. I missed issue number 1 right away, right in the beginning. But I remember picking this up at a Walgreens, actually, which is like a, you know, local drugstore around here, and picked it up there and just, you know, read it to death. Like, I loved it. But finally, for this video, the last book I was able to pick up, and this I picked up again for half off. So they had it listed at $24. I got it for $12, and I will take that all day because eBay prices on this I think are a little bit inflated, and it shouldn't be as I don't think it should be as crazy as it is, but definitely an awesome book to have. Really, really cool. Just really, really cool book to have if you're a fan of this character, which is Wolverine #1. So this is the regular series. This is released out in 1988. So not to be confused with the 4-part miniseries that they made, but the actual ongoing series. So definitely cool for that. Definitely happy to pick that up. Like I said, for $12 you can't go wrong. Especially if you look on eBay, it's a bunch more money than that because excuse me, people are trying to compensate for the fact that the miniseries is that #1 is pretty expensive, so they've gone ahead and raised up the price of the regular series #1. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Everybody's trying to make a buck, so you can't really criticize people too hard for that. But that is part 1 done and finished. There will, like I said, be a part 2 and potentially part 3. Depends on how quickly I'm able to show the books and everything. But I will put that up as soon as I can. But for now, I just wanted to show everybody some of the books I picked up. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Again, this has been Boston Chris. Thank you for watching my channel. Everybody have a great night. Happy collecting. And I'll see you soon. I'm out.